Hello, I'm Diane,
I'm Janet.
and we'd like to welcome you to our website. It is our debut video. Do you know what this is called? I learned something.
What did you learn, Diane?
What
Tell
do
me.
you think this thing is called that we're doing right now?
Well, it's not Skyping,
No.
because I'm not looking at the computer. I know that word from the grandkids. We're talking. We're trying to act like we're just talking. What is it called? It's not an interview.
It's called vlogging.
Vlogging?
Instead of blogging, you're vlogging. You're doing it with a video.
Maybe we just need to be writing the new dictionary.
It's called
It's called the
vlogging.
V-word dictionary.
No, my daughter told me that.
It's called vlogging.
It's called vlogging. So if all of you want to impress your friends, say, well, I was watching this vlog the other day.
Tell your grandkids because they will know what it means.
Yeah, nobody else probably
Nobody
knows.
else probably knows. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Okay.
That's true.
So I have a question. Since you're a grandmother and I'm not,
No, but we're doing this because you're going to practice being one.
as I told someone, I'm learning from the best.
Oh, please. I learned from my mother. Everything I know is from my mother.
Okay, so my question is, since I am not a grandmother, I feel guilt buying things and starting my grandchild box, even though I don't tell anybody I have put a couple things in it. But, I don't want to do that because I don't want to pressure the kids.
Give me a box for Christmas. I have no problem with it.
But, so I need to occupy my time rather than hinting to my children or shopping for grandchildren that haven't even been thought about yet, other
Right.
than by me.
Right.
And so I've decided to obsess about what my name shall be.
Oh, well, you don't have a choice.
What do you mean I don't have a choice?
I wanted to be Grammy, like Grammy Bear, Grammy,
Yeah?
and my granddaughter picked my name, and we never heard it before.
And you are?
I'm Mima. Mima.
There's a lot of Mimas if you look in the books.
Well, the thing is, I have heard it since once or twice when I'm out. I hear kids calling them Mima. But my oldest granddaughter is adopted, and we received her at 5 months old. And where she came up with Mima, because we're traditional grandma, Grammys. I want to be Grammy so bad. I love Mima though. So you don't get to pick.
Well, I'm not letting the kid pick because I know a child that called his grandmother Fluffy Grandma. And I am not going to be a fluffy grandma. I mean, look like a fluffy grandma, but I am not being called fluffy grandma.
You're gonna be happy whenever they say your name.
You didn't get to, your children didn't name you as mom or say, oh, big butt.
Yeah.
You told them what to call you.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you tell your grandchildren what to call you?
Well, I tried. And then the words came out one day. She looked at me with her big eyes and she said, Mima. I said, that's it, I'm in.
Okay.
But now the problem does come in where the other families say, well, that might not be the name. Why can't they just be grandma? Because I want you to be grandma. Well, you can't have two names. That's too hard.
Right. You have to be with all your kids. See, this is why I think it takes
But that's
pre-thought.
Would you know that there is a book out?
There's a lot of books.
No, it's 700 names for grandparents. In California, in the Wine Valley, Grandma and Grandpa are Sonoma and Napa.
Sonoma.
Sonoma, like the wine, Sonoma.
So that means you have a drunk grandma?
I thought, well, if you're in the Wine Valley, you probably drink it anyway. And for
I would be Nestle quick. Hey, Nestle.
Hey, Nestle. That would be, I've got these cinnamon buns.
Why do you?
Or just buns.
Why didn't you call your grandma Nestle?
Yeah, if you pick your favorite thing. If you picked your favorite thing, think about what your grandkids would call you. That's true. She'd be Nestle quick.
Maybe I could just be quick. That ain't happening.
No, not
Okay.
anymore. But, so there is a little bit out there for everyone but names. Yeah, it is nice to think you're going to, out of all the people I know that have grandchildren, which isn't a lot yet, I don't know a lot yet, but the ones I do know, I know quite a few, they
It's increasing by the moment.
Yes, they always had the names that they thought they wanted to be called too, and it didn't quite work that way. Except for one of my friends. She decided her name was going to be Grandma, and her name is Grandma. It's not Grandmama, not Grandmother, it is Grandma.
Well, you know, I have always said that I wanted to be called Grandmama Fairest of them all. I thought, hey, you know, if I can't sing my own praises, who's going to sing them? So, you know, I don't think it's happening.
Well, I teach my grandkids, I say, who's the best? And they say you, and I say, okay.
You know, I looked up the word grand,
Okay.
and it had all kinds of things in there, like dignified, respectful, you know, chief, you know, all these, it was just great. It made you want to have grand in your name. I can tell you that. It was good.
Well, I can tell you, if you're looking to pick a name for yourself, think about all those things you can buy. Unless your name's Grandma or Nana, you're out. Because there's no other names on shirts or bags or anything that
Yeah, but
says.
we can get anything written on anything
Ah,
anymore.
you can.
Welcome to the 2000s.
Okay, but not at the bargain price.
Okay, I gotta find it a good
No,
one.
yeah, not at the bargain price you're not, because it all says Grandma and a few Nanas on there.
Okay.
Other than that, so think carefully when you pick your name.
I trust me, the kid's not even.
Because also, when you get your name, be what it is, your children really no longer refer to you as Mom that much. And your husband doesn't call you dear or wife anymore.
He calls you Grandma.
He calls you Mima, I'm a Mima, or Grandma. You kind of
Oh,
lose
and then
it. So
maybe I
it's
really-
the last name you get to pick.
Maybe I really do want to go with that Grandma first of them all. If everyone's going to call me that.
Yeah,
No, that's not true because my husband's grandmother, when she became a great-grandmother, she became a granny.
Well, that is true. That does go like that. But when you get to be, think about every kid on the street looks at you and says, "Oh, there's a grandma." I mean, it's the
What
last
did
name
you call your grandma?
Grandma.
Yeah, I call both my grandmas grandma. In fact, I didn't know anybody called them anything else but grandma, except for my niece, her grandmother, her one grandmother, she called Nana, which I thought was really out there. I'm like, whoa, who ever heard of that? But you know, since then I've branched out into the world and much more knowing.
Diane's ears are a little smaller than mine, so you all know.
So yeah, yeah. So it's like, but I heard that this generation, baby boomers, are real big on, we don't want to be called grandma.
Well,
We don't want people to know we're grandmas, so we come up with things like sissy, or
no, this is true.
or Great Carol.
I do have a sister who did not want to be called grandmother. My sister is now 60, will be 69, and she didn't want to be called grandma, grandmother, and so it was Nana, but not in public. In public, it was Margie. That is a little strange to me, but there are some grandmas out there who don't want to be yelled at. Hey, grandma.
I don't want to be yelled at, but
Well,
you know,
not yelled
I
at, but called. I don't know. It's a sweet sound. No matter what they call you, it's a sweet sound.
Well, I'll tell you, my great nephew named me, and I was explaining to him that I was his mother's aunt, and I'm like, so you know, I'm your great aunt. And he looks at me with his big eyes and he says, "No, you're Great Diane."
Oh,
You know,
the kid's
that
in the
works.
well. He's in the well.
Yeah, yeah. So now I refer to myself as
The
Great Diane.
Yeah, he's in the well. He'll be getting something.
Now, you know, my husband and I have talked about this, and his first name starts with an L. So he thought, well, I want to. He says, I want to be Grandpal.
Oh, that's
You know, like Grandpa with an
Yes,
L.
yes.
Grandpal. Well, my name's Diane. That would make me Grand Mad. We ain't going with that one.
No. You do have to be careful what you say. One day, Grandpa, as grandpas will get, got a little cranky. And I said to the youngest grandchild, "Oh, he's a cranky grandpa today." And she now refers to him lovingly, not as grandpa, she calls him crankpa. No, the other kids call him Grandpa.
Makes you wonder where that other kid got fluffy grandma, maybe?
Yes.
Somebody said grandma's
That's
looking
a
a little
little
fluffy.
So be careful what you say around your grandchildren
Yeah.
because,
Yeah. Use
yeah.
words like beautiful.
Yes.
Brilliant.
But she lovingly smiles when she says, Crackpa, Crackpa.
Okay, so well, I would like your help. So if you guys could write in and give me some name
Some
suggestions.
names, good idea.
Yeah, I would like to hear what people have come up with because you get reading them and they just kind of all blur together.